Linda here, Serene and Simple Life, touring Mackinaw City. Actually, a little village is what they call this. This is an adorable town, village, whatever. On the corner here, now hiring. What do you think? So it's a little bit windy to do a lot of recording. Just gonna give you a little overview here. And a lot of people and music in all the stores, so I don't want to be muting all that and doing voiceover. So here's just a little skimming of the street here. Lots and lots of parking. Beautiful flowers adorn the beautiful walkway here, benches. This is a great place. This is owned by the breakfast place they're on is tourist trap. BC Pizza. I had shown you the backside. I got some pizza here, pickle pizza. Look at this, guys. Is that beautiful? That is beautiful. Indian jewelry. Mackinaw Outfitters across the way. Always lots of parking. Elements Art Gallery. 50 artists who live within an hour of Mackinaw City. Truly local art. That's amazing. Awesome. Talk about getting fudge while you're here. I'm just not going to indulge. These are probably like, I don't know, what, $10, $12 for a piece. If I was with somebody, then that would be a different story. I would do the treating. Wear Lake Style clothing. Wear store. Look how fun. A blast from the past. Wiffle ball. Jiffy pop. Do any of you have any of these things? A panini press, the authentic. Museum. That's my kind of words. This is above Mamma Mia's Pizzeria. Let's go check it out. Lots to look at. Bob's model of the Mackinaw Bridge. Wow. Good job, Bob. This is the kind of place where I also like to be with somebody, just to talk about things together. It's a little overwhelming looking at all of this, but I'm going to watch a movie about the bridge. Here is a room dedicated to all the builders, the construction workers that built the bridge. It's amazing. All the hard hats, all the memorabilia that they have collected, uniforms. So much to go over in here. It's really, really impressive.
There are 34 piers in the design of the Mackinaw Bridge. Some of the spans between those individual piers equals the distance of some of the largest bridges in the country. Some of those lengths are about 500, 600 feet long between some of the individual piers.
While construction proceeded on the water,
Very cool. While you're waiting for your pizza, you can come up here and check it out. Pretty impressive.
upon completion, tugboats towed the pieces on raised barges to their proper concrete anchorages, where they were lowered into place. Throughout the bridge building process, engineers gambled with the changing weather.
During construction, obviously one of the greatest difficulties is weather and the short construction season. They had a deadline, they needed revenue, and they had a very short period of time to put it together. That means they pushed the construction seasons. Weather was always a factor.
On November 10th, 1955, one of the region's infamous storms hammered the straits. With winds gusting nearly 80 miles an hour, the blizzard nearly toppled one of the elevated trestles. 9 days later, the weather was finally good enough for the tugs to move the undamaged trestle into place. The day after the span was installed, the freezing winter weather returned, and the engineers were taking no more chances. Construction on the water was halted for the rest of the season. The suspension bridge to land. By December of 1956, all but the 2 pieces of truss closest to the anchorages had been installed. The engineers pushed the season, hoping to finish, but the weather did not cooperate. Bone-chilling wind brought winter to the straits, and once again all work on the water was forced to stop, leaving the bridge with a strange gap-tooth appearance. The following spring, workers and engineers returned to the bridge with an uneasy sense of urgency. The completion date was slightly more than 6 months away, and there was still much to be done. For engineers, one of the most daunting jobs on the agenda was hanging the roadway onto the over 12,000-ton main cables. During the spring and summer of 1957, crane operators lifted 89 120 by 40-foot steel truss structures from barges anchored below the bridge. Iron workers standing 150 feet above the straits bolted the steel together and attached it to the 368 dangling wire suspender cables.
If you can imagine the 2 towers with a cable between them, which is called a catenary, it's somewhat like a clothesline. If you were to put a piece of clothes, a heavy pair of jeans, on one end of your clothesline, the other end would go up. And that's the problems they have in construction of roadway truss.
In one of industry's first large-scale use of computers, engineers were able to calculate the exact order in which the pieces came into alignment.
Every piece was mathematically considered so that the weight put on panel point 2, when it was there, that means that panel point 46 prime was ready to be installed. And they had to go through a certain sequence. They couldn't load one end up, put all your clothes on one end, and the other end is just tight. They couldn't do that. So the Mackinaw Bridge actually did not look in its graceful curve during the construction. It did not look that way until the installation of the last 3 roadway sections. The last 3 truss sections were the center section and the one in each tower.
By July 22nd, all but the last 3 pieces were in place. Crane operators hoisted the building-sized trusses up to eager gangs of iron workers. With the roadway truss finished, the main cables settled into their final resting position. Wood crews coated the bundled wires in red lead paste, and then using a motorized wrapping machine, wound them in a final galvanized steel sheath. The last step in completing the bridge was laying the roadway.
Couldn't have a tourist town without a t-shirt shop and a bargain city. Popcorn factory, Joanne's Fudge. Fun times. Well, that should draw you in. Looks like a nice place. Now, I've been in most of these already. Nice outdoor dining. Pancake Chef. Keyhole Bar and Grill. I think I've counted about 6 or 8 t-shirt shops, at least 6 fudge shops. Candy Corner. Now that's a good sign. American family owned and operated. Over here we've got the gateway to Mackinac Island. This is the end of all the rows of shops on this side. Dixie Saloon, bringing you back down to where my breakfast place was. In the last video, made this into a couple videos because it was just getting too long. Look at the beautiful flowers over there. Lots of stuff going on around here. The next video I'm going to be showing you down by the water. and really capturing why I do what I do and why I don't stay home. And just live and work at home. So you'll have to tune in. The last one was the streets, showing you some gorgeous landscaping, which is only 2 streets over here. And now giving you a little tour of the city, or whatever you want to call this. There you have it, Mackinaw City. I just read recently about this being a village, so getting myself a little confused here. Of course, the address would not be Mackinaw Village. Here we go, Central Avenue, Huron Avenue. History here. Pretty cool. I'm gonna walk up the ways here and see all the boats. To be headed over to Mackinac Island here in the next week or so, so that'll be another upcoming video. I'm meeting up with one of you beautiful subscribers here, followers, whatever you want to call yourself. I think she's been following me for a few years. I hope Teresa's not camera shy, but we'll see, no pressure. And we're gonna get on the boat, take the ferry over to the island. I get 2 free tickets as a Mackinac Mill Creek campground employee. Look at all of these boats. Nobody's out here right now eating. How much fun is this? It'll be so fun to do this with somebody. It's like a God wink. Lots of parking. Absolutely stunning beauty here. Begonias, Mom, these are for you. Reminds me of my mom. I think those are begonias. A little perspective. Now we are on the other side of the street. All you map people can see how many streets and how big this place is. Merchant directory. Everything you could possibly want and more. Yes, we're going over to the shopping center here, Tyson's Gifts. One of the nicest, classy gift shops around here, in my opinion. I had to check this out again to see how much this really is. One full slice, $12.50 depending upon the weight. That is yikes for me. Look how pretty. My granddaughter's birthday gift from here. How fun is that? It's a bargain. Right. Gift shop since 1926. I love their outdoor display here. Of course they have fudge. Ooh, a free taste. I might take them up on that. And then they're playing music around here, so we'll just get out of that range. Another cute little alcove area. Found a couple things in here that I'd like to pick up. Fun times. And I actually tried the fish here. This is like a touristy thing, scallow eggs, white fish and chips. Very good. Another $14, you know, you indulge in 20 minutes time. And just a little bit more fun to complete the tour here of Mackinaw City. I hope you enjoyed Mackinaw Trail Winery there. The bridge store closed. Fun times. This is a really cute little area around here. The chocolate shop, movie theater, t-shirts galore. That's Mackinaw Outfitters. There's supposed to be a really good Jamaican restaurant around here. Cute little playground around the corner. You have it. Which way you want to go, guys? Blessings in your day and joy in your journey. Come to Mackinaw City to visit a beautiful place on earth. The jerky outlet.